California, while Zeke is training in Cabo. Zeke is reportedly looking to become the highest-paid running back in the NFL, passing the deal Todd Gurley signed last year for nearly $15 million per year. And Stephen Jones said that the Cowboys have made solid offers to both guys. We are joined by Fox NFL analyst Michael Vick.
Oh, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you.
Miss you guys.
I know how these guys feel. I need your take. Who is
I
more
know how he
valuable
feel.
to the Cowboys?
Well, I want to know how he feel.
You want to know? I want to hear what you think first.
We're here in the
Dak or Zeke? Who you got? Who's more valuable?
You know what? It's a tough question, man, because, you know, Dak's the guy with the ball in his hands all the time and being a former quarterback.
Yep.
But I know, you know, the consistency lies at the quarterback position, and Dak has provided that over the last 3 years. And moving forward, I see that, you know, not, you know, trending off in a different direction. But a huge part of his success has come from Zeke. And look, it's a parallel between the two. You know, it all ties together. And listen, I would love for this deal to get done because it's going to be a great season if it do. But, you know, Zeke has made it easier for Dak and vice versa. And Dak has done everything he's supposed to do to put himself in a position to earn a contract. I don't think it'll be a situation where he'll break the bank. I understand Zeke wanting top dollar because he deserves it, and he has an offensive line in front of him that puts both of them in a position basically where they can be successful. So I would love to see where the compromise lie, you know, when it's all said and done, and Zeke's deal get finalized, because it will happen. Maybe not in due time, but, you know, Dak will get done first.
I think I just heard Mr. Vick lean toward the quarterback position because it's just more valuable than the running back position. Thank you. Next question, Your Honor.
I got Zeke. And 9 times out of 10, Mike, you would be right. You would be right. The quarterback is more valuable. But let me tell you what the Cowboys told you how valuable Zeke was. They had Tony Romo, and with the 4th pick in the draft, they took that guy. They said, we want a dominant run game.
Maybe they just took the best player available.
No. Oh, let me ask you a question. That's not what the Patriots do. Patriots ain't taking no running back with the 4th pick in the draft. Green Bay ain't taking no running back with the 4th pick in the draft. Not when you got those guys.
No, when they can steal Sony Michel at the bottom of the first round, right?
I mean, that was a good pick.
But here's the thing, though, Skip Bayless, is that when you have a franchise Hall of Fame level running back, and then you pair it with a middle-of-the-pack quarterback, yeah, good things can happen. You get every once in a while, Skip, because for the longest time, you had to be, if you go back and look at the history of it, look how many quarterbacks has won the Super Bowl and then gone on into the Hall. Because that's what you needed. You needed that guy. And you get outliers. You get a Nick Foles that'll win it. You get a Joe Flacco. Now, Joe Flacco in the playoffs is different than Joe Flacco in the regular season, Skip. Joe Flacco is a drop touchdown away from going to 2 Super Bowls.
That is true.
Yeah.
But for me, Skip, with this offensive line and the way they run the football, he made Dak's life easier because it lifted that 8th guy out of the box.
Yeah.
And when he pulls the 8th guy down, now he has Amari Cooper to throw the ball to.
One-on-ones.
All I know it is 0-7. When Zeke doesn't play, he's 500. Can I interest you in that, Skip?
Who led the playoffs in rushing last year? Help me out. Oh, New England did.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Did they have Zeke? No, they didn't have Zeke. They had somebody.
They had Tom Brady.
They had Rex Burkhead.
Thank you. Well, if you had Tom Brady,
They had somebody solid who can fill in and get the job done.
So you believe Pollard? So in other words, you're telling me Pollard and Alfred Morris can do the job similar to what Sony Michel and Rick Burkhead?
Mike Weber, don't sleep on him.
Good player.
Pretty good. Right?
Okay, Mike Weber.
That's a good
We'll
point.
see. We'll see.
Mr. Vick, no topic we've done in the history of this show irks me more than this topic. And I do appreciate the fact that being an ex-quarterback, you did lean to the quarterback position because it's just harder to play than the running back position. What do they always say? Running back translates the quickest out of college because
it does.
You just
take the ball and run to
the
open hole.
What did North Turner tell me back in 1991 with Emmitt Smith? They couldn't figure out how to get Emmett to hit the right hole because he just didn't like to hit holes. He liked to go where he went. You know, like he sees daylight, hits daylight, runs to daylight, right? And so they finally gave up and they started calling plays. hand off Emmett left or hand off Emmett right or toss left or toss right. And it was as simple as those are the 4 plays. Those are your 4 options. And with those elephant offensive linemen, man, that might have been the greatest offensive line in the history of this league.
It's hard to argue against that.
They just let Emmett go to the left and duck and dart and see daylight. And before you knew it, he squirted into the secondary and nobody could get him on the ground.
Yeah, it makes it easy for a running back when you have a talented offensive line in front of you. But I do agree. Zeke is a once-in-a-generational type of talent.
Okay,
he has the ability to change the game. He can change the game, but
he is going to be joining you in the Hall of Fame, I believe. I got to knock on wood for him. Stay healthy. He is a run-to-contact runner. I don't think he's going to last a long time in this league, but his duration will be Hall of Fame worthy, I believe.
I agree.
Please, God, help us get this contract done.
Now, stop praying. You don't pray for that.
I'm praying for contracts.
We got to pray for that one. You got to pray for that.
The point is, my quarterback is the most underrated, underappreciated quarterback in this league now, and I can't fathom it. I can't figure it out because everything that he has done would say good to great, good to great, good to great. There's nothing average about this quarterback. And by the way, when he finally got a true #1 receiver mid-year last year, they just took off because he got a young receiver he trusts and likes, a young receiver who is the flip side of Des Bryant, who welcomed Dak, who embraced Dak because he was in NFL hell in Oakland with Gruden, and he comes to Dallas, I'm in heaven. I love you, Dak. Dak says, I love you, Amari. And they take off and they go 7-1 down the stretch and win a playoff game. And the most valuable player in that playoff game was my quarterback with his legs and his arm. He weighs 250 pounds and he can move around a little bit. He ain't no Vick, but he can, every once in a while on 3rd and 10, he can run a quarterback draw down by the goal line and just about score.
Can I ask you a question, Skip? If Nick Foles or Teddy Bridgewater is the quarterback for the Cowboys, are they any less favored than what they are right now?
What, in a playoff game?
In any game.
Nick Foles is Magic Man.
Are they any less favored? Because that's what you're saying. Those guys, I mean, Teddy Bridgewater was the most important guy. He was more valuable than Adrian Peterson. Because that's what it is.
Well, Dak is way better than Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, Nick Foles is really good.
I'm just saying.
Huh?
That's tough. When you think about the origin of Dak Prescott, and I can see the Cowboys organization, being, so tied into this because, Dak took over for Tony Romo, and that wasn't easy. Tony Romo was a great quarterback, and for him to step in that early and show promise for 3 years, it almost makes them feel obligated, to make sure that Dak get done. But you guys, Zeke, it's kind of bad timing, so to speak, because you have all these great players who need contracts at one time. It usually don't happen like this.
I keep saying that's a good problem. I'll take that problem because they're all on the rise.
Well, Skip, you followed the Cowboys for a long period of time, and if you look at Tony Romo, when he had great seasons, they ran the ball exceptionally well. With Marion Barber, with DeMarco Murray. When they could run the football.
Obviously, it goes hand in hand. Yeah. I'll scratch your back because you're going to scratch my back.
And even with Tony Romo, they say, you know what? We want Ezekiel Elliott. That's what we want.
Well, DeMarco he was done, man. He was used up.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right?
So Zeke said, I ain't going to let y'all use me up. I'm not finna let y'all do me like the orange. Squeeze all the juice out of me. I'm talking about all of it. Not only, you get an orange, Skip, you roll it on the thing, make sure it's good and soft.
Cram it up.
You squeeze it. And then you just ring it around the thing, and then you throw it in the trash. Zeke said, y'all not going to do me like that. Nah, bro. Y'all going to break bread.
I don't like orange juice. I just don't like it.
The Cowboys didn't expect to be in this situation 3 years ago. Especially with Dak taking over for Tony. They drafted Zeke not knowing that, Dak will be taking over, for Tony. It's the
well, they was going to have to make a decision one way or another.
Not ideal.
You made the best point to start. The offensive line is really good.
Yeah,
so
they're healthy.
The offense is going to go as it goes if it stays healthy and happy and everybody's clicking, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that makes the quarterback's job much easier and obviously the running back's job much easier.
Yeah.
But the point is, my quarterback is a little more valuable than my Hall of Fame-bound running back because my quarterback is the unquestioned leader of this franchise, face and leader of franchise, and I trust him on and off the field. And when it comes to durability, which is, as you know, it's a key
I was going to say
attribute.
longevity.
Hey,
it's another key point.
My quarterback hasn't missed a game. I give him A+ in leadership and durability, and I told you the day this show started, we had only seen him in his first preseason as a rookie because Romo had gotten hurt at Seattle.
Yeah.
And I said, I've never seen a more poised rookie quarterback than Dak showed me in the preseason games. Okay? Just in the preseason. And he backed me up by winning the division his first year, and he almost won the season QBR race among all the Bradys and Matt Ryan.
Well, that line better be on their best behavior.
Yeah.
Because old Malik Jackson and Fletcher Cox and Barnett and Graham, they coming. So they better be on their best behavior.
Really?
And on walking to them will be walking to them in year 2.
Okay. My quarterback against the Eagles last year, division rival, in the 2 fourth quarters, threw for 331 and 4 touchdowns.
Did they have D-Jack? Wait a minute, can you talk to me? Can D-Jack still run?
D-Jack can still run. He still think he's one of the fastest guys in the league.
He thinks